So Chris Webber brings it up during game one of the doubleheader, and now, Shaq, you got the story?
So this was his rookie year. He wasn't getting a lot of playing time, so, you know, shoot around is a time where you go over other guys' plays and you're supposed to be focused. So, Kenny, you be Dale Harris and just go over plays.
Okay. I'll turn face this way?
No, man. Just stay there. Just give over plays. So.
All right, guys. You know, here he is on the double and the pick and roll. And every pick and roll, what we're going to do is we're going to double the pick and roll. And then once he rolls to the basket, I want you to double down from the top. We're going to double down from the top on the other thing. And we're going to act. So that's what he was.
So what was Del Harris doing saying as this was going on?
We all just looking like, what is this kid doing? Like, what is it? Full speed, sweating, just pump making and moving around so without a ball.
I remember you
talking to himself. You can't go on me. Like just talking to himself. We're like, me, Fisher, Fox, we're all looking up like.
And this is your rookie.
Yeah, he's my rookie. So we just let him be.
Did you say anything to him?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, wait, Eric,
how long did that go on?
For a couple of months.
No, but you see now, Shaq
speed.
has great memory, but he also forget the things that you told me before. So I don't know if remember this part. You said he was doing this before a playoff game with Phil Jackson. He was in the back doing the same thing.
The same thing,
full speed. And that's when he said, Jackson, this is when they were having their riff about who should get the ball down the stretch, give it to the big dog. And so the game was on the line, and Phil said, who should I give it to? And Shaq was like, well, give it to the guy who dribbles without a basket. Let him take the last shot. He's like, he's ready.
Oh, my goodness.
So, like, all the moves you used to see him do on the court, like, he used to practice those moves.
Without
no ball.
Full speed.
Without a ball. Audrey Martin from our social team.
Oh, man.
You know how great a job that Audrey does.
Yes.
And she's like got the key to the archive of everything in the 30 years of Inside. And so.
Wow, y'all trust anybody with the key.
So with what has gone on this week and with the sorrow everybody is feeling, it was Audrey who said, I'm going to just put a collection together of Kobe on TNT.
Oh, wow.
So it can be Kobe games on TNT, Kobe visits here to the studio. It could be anything. And I think we all need to see this.
Yes.
Roll it.
Kobe Bryant, the high school kid, chosen in the first round, number 13.
You had the grades, you had the scores to go to college. Why the NBA?
It's the ultimate challenge. You know, if I was 40 years old and I'm sitting back and I'm looking back at my career, if I went to college and played on the NBA, maybe I had a great career, maybe not. And I'm still having that doubt in my mind. Could I have answered that challenge? Could I have responded to the challenge of the NBA? And that's something that I didn't want to have on my shoulders, so I just really accepted it.
Kobe Bryant gets his first NBA start at the tender age of 18. Nobody's been younger.
It seems like it was just yesterday.
We will never see anybody eclipse even 81.
You're kidding me, right? It ain't gonna happen again.
Kobe! What's up?
I just want to tell you, man, it's been beautiful to watch you this year.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I just try to do my part of the puzzle here for the Lakers. And the opportunity's here, and I'm just very thankful for it and just want to take advantage of it.
To be the greatest Laker ever, I think that's an amazing accomplishment.
It's made it a lot sweeter because I know you have 4 and I have 5.
As I got older and been in the league now for 9-10 years, you want to enjoy, the camaraderie. Just maturity, just growing up and just wanting to step back a little bit and just soak everything in. Oh, I take him to a spot that I missed it. Now I'm going to tear him up. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. You guys are in that elite company now. What's that mean to you, Shaq?
The big legendaries.
How about it, Kobe? I can't put it no better than that, man.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
Well, to my fans, thank you from the bottom of my heart, from my family's heart, for all your support, through everything, on the court, off the court. Thank you for your prayers.
Man.
You know, Ernie, you forget about all
Kenny,
you forget.
Yeah. Kenny, you know what's crazy you said that? Because Because somebody said to me, hey, you remember you did that sit-down interview with Kobe? I said, I ain't do no sit-down interview with Kobe.
Oh, there it was.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out why. Because something had happened, but it was so long ago I don't remember. But somebody in L.A. the other day says, hey, man, I was thinking about you the other day, you doing that sit-down with Kobe. I'm like, dude, I ain't never did no sit-down with Kobe.
And you know what else? The other day I made a mistake. I said the last time I saw him was when he had 60 points. But I forgot that we did the sit-down, too.
That was a great one, too.
Yeah, it was. And that was like 2 years ago. So
yeah, and
I made a mistake.
You just forget the interactions because they're so
sporadic.
Normal and sporadic for us in our world to interact with players and interact with, management. But, and it was always special because, and there's this, people don't know this area here, the greats come through. And I tell my kids and I tell basketball, like I have a lot of friends, we just talk ball all day sometimes. And I'm like, every day I'm here, I learn something new about basketball that I never thought about. Like, never thought about. Kevin McHale said something 2 days ago he was here and he's like, I run down the middle of the lane and when they're coming to double team me, I used to run at the double team. And I said, why you run at the double team? Because then the double team stops. They freeze for a second. Like, you learn something every day. Shaq will say, Charles, every single day. Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Garnett when he was here. And it's just such, like, Ernie, I'm not like Shaq and Charles, and since, like, 7 feet, jump out of gym and beat a round, mound, and rebound. So I was the guy who was running around getting people's autographs in New York. I had, I'd wait outside Madison Square Garden. So when Kobe comes in, and when he used to come in, I had to check myself of being a fan. When Shaq came and started, I'm like, checking myself. Like,
hey, you don't have to wait out the garden for mine.
Oh, there it is. I appreciate it. And you know what? I'm going to keep this. Because this is going to mean something in this moment. This is going to mean something in this moment.
Yeah, let Shaq sign it.
You're going to shine it, too.
Shaq signed it. That's that's just so rude. That's so rude.
It's going to mean something.
Oh, and I want to say this. I forgot again. I want to say this. I never get in other people's personal business. That's why they call it personal business. I want to give my thoughts and prayers to Jelly Bean Bryant and his wife, because they lost a son. I don't care about their personal situation. It's not any of our business. But that's got to be in there. Yeah, that man lost a son
and granddaughter.
Yes, and
it's horrific.
And that's just sad.
That is going to wrap it up for us here inside Studio J.
I told Kobe was going to tear me up
inside the NBA.
He actually hit me pretty hard today. I remember that.
For Kenny and Charles, for Shaq, Ernie Johnson. Good night from Atlanta.
That was great, right?
Diplo also joins us in the studio just a bit later.
And you know what I can smell, Chuck? My money.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, that's just chump change. Hard 8.
You talking about
Hard 10.
Denver is for real, Chuck. Denver is for real.
Yeah, okay.
We've seen those crowds out there.
Man,
all week.
Man. Shout out to LA for the undying love for the families and the victims.
Yes,
they're continually to show. I went to a bagel shop, Ernie, and every bagel was 24 cents. I mean, just cool stuff like that.
Saw Paul George back in the lineup. Kawhi Leonard didn't play, low back tightness, and Paul George.
There you go with the knees up.
The knees up.
That dude's a monster right there.
Paul George only 8 points on 2
favorite player right there.
He had a shot at making it.
He did.
If he had played some games,
19.
If he had to play the game.
Oh, you're talking about Montrez? Yeah, no doubt.
Averaging double-double at 19 points a game.
And that's all-star-like numbers.
That is all-star-like
numbers.
That's
my point.
But it's the West. Though.
Less than Kyle Lowry.
Huh?
Bogdanovich, there you go, Shaq.
Oh, he'd be shooting that.
Shaq, I got to tell you.
Aaron Fox had a career-high 34 tonight.
Wow. I got to tell you, Shaq, I'm disappointed in the Sacramento Kings, man.
They're making the playoffs.
You go what?
What? That was on the board. You heard what I said?
Sacramento outscored them 36-14 in the second quarter.
The only way Sacramento is going to make if they had that little in-season tournament they talk about next year.
Yeah, I would agree. That was disappointing.
Watch the Aaron Fox.
What do you think it is, Kenny? Because they keep switching coaches and coaches and coaches, but they get draft pick after draft pick. What do you think the problem is?
Just young. We've
been saying that for 10 years.
Look at that 124-103 final. Sacramento goes to 18-30, and the Clips to 33-15. And Paul George in his return, 8 points, 2 of 10. Dwayne Dedman at 11-11. Hey, it's Super Bowl weekend, which means Shaq is going to be busy, and so will his buddy, the Grammy Award-winning DJ Diplo.
Diplo!
Who joins us next.
And the Lakers still have a lot of road games left to play.
But you have to think, the Lakers have got to be thinking a little bit differently as Carter knocks in a three. They've got to be thinking about having home court advantage all the way through the playoffs and trying to catch Cleveland as Matt Barnes and Kobe Bryant say hello to each other.
Double technical foul on both of them. Still jawing a bit.
You see, here's my problem taking a look at that. That's not a double technical foul. That's a technical foul on Matt Barnes afterward coming toward. You punish the guy that's trying to be innocent and just playing hard basketball. I don't care if it's Kobe Bryant or whoever. That's a bad job calling both guys for technical foul.
It's hard to make a foul call. It's hard to... That's nothing, by the way. That's just... And this is nothing, by the way. That's just body contact until Barnes comes at it. But if they're not responsible for foul calls, which you said is hard, and double technical, what are they responsible for? As Bryant dunks it.
Throws it down.
You get rewarded in this world for what you get done.
Howard misses Barnes. A foul, and then Barnes gets into Bryant's face again. He's going to be gone, I think. Another technical foul on Barnes. Second one, you're automatically out.
You know, the thing they did miss as Barnes went to the body of Kobe Bryant after the dunk is Kobe Bryant, as Barnes is coming down off of the dunk, the elbow to the neck. And it's not on purpose, but he's in position.
Now, they called the tech on Howard, but he must have given him the wrong number. I don't understand that at all, unless Howard said something to Tony Brothers. All right, Howard shot. There's Barnes, throws it in. Oh, see, Howard, you just saw that. Howard said something to Brothers, so it wasn't the Barnes. My mistake. I thought they called this a taunting on Matt Barnes.
I think there's very few guys that can play both hard and smart. See, I mean, why are they running into each other? Why is Matt Barnes doing that? It doesn't make any sense to me. Unless he thinks he can entice Kobe Bryant to get thrown out.
Either that or there's no way he's going to intimidate. And now a two-shot foul because the foul occurred before the ball was inbounded. Tony Brothers now telling Matt Barnes and Kobe Bryant to knock it off.
And he fakes the ball. I mean, somebody in a Magic uniform, or even if I'm Stan Van Gundy, I consider maybe pulling Matt Barnes out and having a discussion with him, because at the end of the day, we need you on the floor. You're not going to get into the head of Kobe Bryant.
When you have a pillow fight and somebody fakes a pillow at you, don't you at least flinch? Kobe Bryant, that's the play of the game. He didn't even flinch.